back to Zoo to You. My name is Mary, this is Mary Lynn. We're a couple of the keepers here at the Central Florida Zoo. And today's segment on Zoo to You is going to be about lemurs. In particular, our red-ruffed lemurs. We have two here that call Central Florida Zoo home. We have our female Amabella and our male Horst. And today we are going to be doing a special training session for everyone here. We're going to be doing a training session using this post. May not look like a lot, but it is a great instrument when it comes to capturing certain behaviors that help us to better take care of our animals. So when we go to the doctor is able to kind of explain to us what we're going to be looking to do during that visit, have it be if we need an injection, if we're going to be giving blood, if we need to do ultrasounds or x-rays. We can't really explain to our animals what we're going to be looking for whenever the vet is ready to do an exam for them. So having the sessions be as stress-free as possible is a great way to help us to make sure that the animal is least amount of stress when it comes to their veterinary care. So the post here, as I mentioned, we're able to do quite a few things by starting off just by getting them comfortable with it. We can do x-rays, ultrasounds, get a full body condition feel on the animals. Mary Lynn is going to be working with Horst. I'm going to be working with our female Amabella. So you can kind of see what we're going to be doing is just beginning stages, just having them go to the post. And then depending on the animal and how they're feeling today, we're going to try and move up to potentially touching along their bodies. And then for ultrasound training, we have this little wand here. It's a PVC wand. It's going to act kind of the same way that an ultrasound wand would on the belly. Depending on how our female does for the session, we'll see if I'm able to use the one on her belly. I'm going to kind of feel she's the one that controls how the session is going to go. Now, another thing that you might have heard through previous view is the statement choice and control. So choice and control is something that we use with our animals. They can choose to participate in the session, they can choose not to participate in the session, it's all up to them. So we're going to be doing a quick training session here with our animals, and then we're going to answer any questions that you may have. So we're going to go ahead and get started. We're going to call our animals over. Amabella, post. Amabella. She's very interested in what Mary Lynn has there, no? Post, post. Up, grab, post. Oh, you did not like that. Up, grab, thing. Up, grab. Post. So she doesn't seem to be wanting to do any more than just a couple of touches, so we're probably going to do a pretty fast, short session here. Post. So at this point, what I'm going to do is kind of reset the behavior, kind of let her figure out how we're kind of done here. Bella, target. Alright, try one more time. Bella, post. Up, grab. Alright, we're going to go ahead and end the session on this good note here. Alright, all done.
They don't always do what you want to do every session. It's totally up to them. We don't make them do any certain behavior. Mary asked her to do it and she decided, no, I'm going to perch on it wrong. So we just don't reward that behavior and try to ask for something else just to try to reset. So we'll ask we have some questions and we'll answer as best as we can.
All right, so we have some super fans, some top fans joining us today. Thank you so much, Corey, Chris, and Mary. I think you might know Anne. She's very excited about the lemurs and also the lemur lady.
So we don't have any questions, which is really disappointing because you are the resident.
I know,
lady.
right?
So is there anything
I'm
else you
gonna-
want folks to know?
Talk a little bit more about the training here. So as Marilyn was talking about the training sessions, we never know how they're going to go, but we always leave it up to the animals. When we start looking at the different behaviors that we're going to be training, what we do, it takes a lot of work. We're first going to write a training plan. So we're going to figure out what we're going to be looking for, the different steps that are going to need to take place, and then we have a committee to review the plan, come up with anything that might work better, and then we're going to take this plan into action and start working kind of like riding a bike. You're going to start with small steps, like training wheels, and then you work up to more and more until you get the behavior down flat. But just like anything, it's more like a formula. This plan can be modified at any point depending on the animal itself. Everybody's going to do something a little bit differently as far as the animals are concerned. Our male here loves to train. It's almost impossible to get him not to train. Sometimes the female's doing great. She's kind of the rock star with training, but there's other days, you know, you're just not feeling it. You'd rather just not do it. That's perfectly fine. We can take a step back with our training plans. We can skip a few steps in our training plans. It's all up to the animal, but it can take a lot of consideration in the steps, so we always make sure that it is the safest for the animal, not only in that aspect, but also the fact that we're in here with them. Do you have a question?
Okay, so I do have questions.
Yeah.
This was accepted by our
Yes.
Chris, we hear you, we see you, we know the signal's breaking up, but we are recording this session, so we will post it after we're done with the live.
I know.
But that's okay. They can see you.
Okay.
Scarlett would like to know, where did we get these lemurs from?
Yeah, so these lemurs here, they were born and raised in zoos. We have the opportunity to work with Species Survival Plan, which is awesome. We work with Species Survival Plan as the AZA accredited zoo. So with that, our job is to create a safety net of genetics so they don't completely disappear. So these two were paired up as the perfect genetic match and that their offspring would be very genetically valuable. So they came to us through those means in creating the perfect breeding pair.
Thank you so much, Kathy, for submitting this question on Emma's behalf. Emma wants to know what they eat.
All right, so what do they eat? They eat here with us different fruits, vegetables, lettuce, and then a special biscuit made just for primates. The fruits and vegetables, they will rotate for every feeding, so what they had this morning will be different from what they have this afternoon. But just like all primates, we have to watch for the fruit that they get. Out in the wild, they are mainly frugivores. They eat a lot of different types of fruits. It's going to be raw fruit out there in the rainforest, but the fruit that we get here in the United States has a lot more sugar to it. So we want to make sure that we're not giving out too much sugar in that fruit because primates can be known to get diabetes. So we want to make sure to watch that. It's very controlled the type of produce that they get. We're watching not only for the sugar, but the lemurs are known to have the ability to have high iron, so we want to watch for anything that causes that binding and high iron storage. Look at how great this is. This is a perfect teachable moment. These lemurs, they have some great core strength. This is one of those natural behaviors that we try to elicit through use of their enrichment. So this is really awesome that she's doing this. It's not really enrichment based, except for the fact that I'm in here with them. That was pretty cool that she did that.
Can't get that anywhere but on the line.
You can't.
That's right. Dovetailing into that, what Anne wants to know, what's their favorite kind of snack?
What is their favorite kind of snack? So what we were giving them during the training session was craisins, very sugary, sweet, dried fruit. We don't give that to them every day, but one of their favorites as far as something they might get more often is corn and sweet potatoes. We really like corn, sweet potatoes, and then of course we love bananas. Bananas are delicious.
Okay, so hi there, back to you, Amanda, and Brianna, we miss you too. See you again soon at the zoo. Corey would like to know, how far can they jump?
Yeah, so lemurs, depending on the type of lemur, they can range anywhere. I believe red-ruff's about 20 or so feet that they can leap from tree to tree in the rainforest, but there are some larger lemurs that have an even larger range.
Are they nocturnal?
They are not nocturnal. They're diurnal, so they wake up. They have the same schedule as we do. When the sun comes up, they're up and ready to go forage for food. And then they do sleep when it is dark.
All right, and Amanda wants to know, how big can they get?
Can I get this one? You have it. Okay, so red-ruffed lemurs, they can get anywhere from 8 to 10 pounds. These two, they are full grown. Our female one right here is 14 years old. Our male is 25 years old. So these are full grown lemurs here. Their tail is longer than their body. So their tail is about 23 inches. It is longer than the body to help with supporting through balancing in the treetops.
Okay, so Emma says they are cutie patooties. So you want to talk a little bit about whether lemurs make a good pet?
So yeah, these lemurs, they are very adorable and also very endangered. The red-ruffed lemurs, they are critically endangered. It is estimated that they could potentially disappear within our lifetime. So as far as what is causing them to become so endangered, one of those is the pet trade. Primates of any kind, I definitely would not recommend as a pet. As you can see, Marilyn and I, when we first went in here, we had to put on special gloves. They are primates. We can transfer different illnesses to one another. They require very specialized care. As I mentioned, with the type of produce that they get, we even have to be careful with the iron storage. They require a full-time vet staff. We are very fortunate to have our whole vet clinic right here on property, so we don't have to go anywhere, and they're very well cared for in that manner. But a lot goes into it. But I definitely would recommend looking at your local shelter, because there's a lot of dogs and cats looking for forever homes if that's something that you're looking to do.
And how many different types of lemurs are there in the wild?
Yeah, how many types of lemurs are there in the wild? There are around 100 different species of lemurs, and they are pretty much all endangered, unfortunately.
All right. Lily, age 5, would like to know, how did they hang upside down like that?
They hang upside down like that. That's something that they would actually do in the wild. So they would be high up in the trees looking around for food and fruit. And sometimes the fruit's not really that accessible. So one of the tricks they have to do is take their feet and hang by just their feet and reach as far as they can to grab the fruit that they are looking for.
All right, and one last question coming from Sophia again. How fast are they?
How fast are they? As far as fast, red-ruffs, they're found mainly up in the treetops. They really come down to the ground. So that whole leaping and bounding is going to be their main form of traveling through the treetops. But as far as speed goes, I don't know if anybody's actually recorded any type of top speed with lemurs. You might have got me on that, Sophia. You might have. Now I have some research to do on my own. But.
All right, and just one final comment. Emma says thank you so much. She looks forward to the zoo show every day. And thank you so much, Kathy, for helping her join.
Yay. Well, thank you so much for joining us again on Zoo to You. We all really appreciate you joining us again, and we hope to see you again tomorrow.